Alright. So... we're back at Gothic 2 again. You'll notice that the graphics look significantly worse than they did before, and that's because I had to uninstall the DirectX 11 mod. When I loaded up the game today, like a day and a half after my last run to double check all the settings and to test everything, the game was consistently freezing and crashing anytime I tried to warp somewhere using a teleport spell, and that was just too much of a headache to deal with, and I just said, you know what, screw it. This thing has been causing so many issues that it's time to finally just shut it down. But I have tested it and it does work, or the teleporting does work now with DX11 turned off, so unfortunately we're back to the old DX8 lighting, which I didn't realize how much of a difference it made in terms of the game's looks, but yeah, this is closer to what it looked like originally. I should still have the texture pack going now, so I think like these ground textures and things like that, those are still being enhanced by the texture mod, but it really looks like the DX11 was probably the bigger factor in making everything look better with the dynamic shadows and the god rays and the bloom and ambient occlusion and so on. So that's kind of unfortunate, but that's where we are. Okay, so the last time I was playing, I was trying to get the animal parts for the Ulu Mulu, and I remember getting the fire lizards and the swamp sharks. So what I need to do now is get a horn of a shadow beast and the tusk of a mountain troll. And I think I already have shadow beast horn that I just looted from somewhere. Yeah, so I don't think I need to go harvest one, so to speak, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because I think that means that a shadow beast somewhere has respawned, and I can get some more XP for killing it. This one will warp to the camp, or the swamp camp, because I remember there being one in the forest near the swamp camp. And so I think that will have respawned, and I can get some more XP. Although, it is also possible that I need to go kill one anyway, because these are like quest items that I'm looting, so I might need one specifically looted with that quest tag on it to actually count for the quest. So I guess it's probably a good thing I'm doing this anyway. Okay, so when I deactivated the DX11 thing, I really just changed a file name, renamed a file, which I thought meant that we were going to go back to DX8, but that sun effect, that doesn't seem like DX8 to me, and I'm also getting, like you saw some trees warping in there. Oh, okay, so great. Now the forest texture is back, so now I can finally, however many hours later, video 24 I think this is, I can finally show off. This is what I mean when I talk about like that flat texture for the forest. So if you look, oops, like the edge of the foliage of the trees, from there and below at a certain distance, it's rendering a flat 2D texture showing what the just like really dark tree trunks. And I think to the left you can see there's a little bit of translucency, so as I get closer it becomes more visible until it stops rendering. So you can see individual trees popping out, like right in front of me, like right where my head is, there's going to be an individual tree pop out. And I always loved that effect. I mean, it looks kind of silly running into the forest now, seeing the density of the forest kind of clear, but It makes it look so much better from a distance, and without that in, it just looks silly. I also forgot that I'm a fire mage and that I could... Well, I'm technically a water mage, but I forgot that I had spells that I could use on this guy. So I'm kind of stuck fighting it in sword combat now, but there you go. And now, see, even though I don't have the skill training to loot a horn of a shadow beast, I can take this one. And we'll see. Interestingly enough, I think it went into the same stack. So I think I was mistaken about needing to have that skill training. And now I need to get the tusk of a mountain troll, which needs... there's one... I was getting the focus stones, and I was getting the one from the mountain with Diego. That one... See, there's a tree spawning in that I don't think was happening before I disabled the mods. And I don't know how to fix that. But when I was getting that focus stone with Diego up in the mountains, I think that troll... See, there's more trees spawning in everywhere. That's getting a little distracting. I think that troll has respawned, and I don't know if the one in the monastery with Gorn has respawned, because that one technically was just a juvenile troll. But I can run over there and check anyway. I'm pretty sure the one I need to go is in the mountains directly north, but can't hurt to come over here and check. Oh, snapper. And here's that forest texture again. You can see it's starting to turn a little translucent as I get closer to it. And besides just being a neat little trick, it also made the forest look much more intimidating from a first-time player, because it limits your visibility. You can't see very far into it, so you don't know exactly what's going to be in there for you, and there are usually strong enemies like wolves or, in some cases, shadow beasts, so that was always kind of cool. And it looks like the troll here has not respawned. Now there was also a shadow beast in the cave down below, so I think I'll run down there and check that too while I'm at it, because that might be some more XP that I can get. And strafe glitch. Wait, no, the shadow beast wasn't down here. I'm an idiot. It was in the cave up above. Okay. I was going to see about loading my save, but I didn't save up there. So this might end up just being a big waste of time, but we'll see. I think the plan after I finish this playthrough is to do the same with Gothic 2 with the Night of the Raven mod, and I know they have modern HD graphic settings for that game too, but I don't know if they're any more stable than this one, because if I do replay Gothic 2, I would kind of like to try some of those enhancements. But if they're going to be as bad as they have been with this game, it's probably not going to be worth it. Because this has been a major headache at numerous times along the way to get all this stuff set up and running. Alright, so I also remember there's a few things over here I can do. And one of them is to explore this tower over here where I was getting judo kicked to death by skeletons. Now that I have a little bit more armor and weaponry, specifically my Death to the Undead spell, I think I can stand a better chance of fighting those things. And my sword's glitched again. Now, Death to the Undead is going to cost maybe 10 mana per cast. Only 5. Wow, that's surprising. So I will actually be able to cast this a few times before running out of mana. That's kind of cool. I want just like a Raven Herb or something that's going to give me just a little bit of mana. Okay, a Dark Herb, I guess. So didn't feel like it was worth it to use a potion. And this thing is a... This says potion of quick healing, and I feel like this is the only one in the game. Because I remember always seeing that there and wondering what the hell it does, and it's not very quick. Like, it's way slower than a normal healing potion, and I don't know why it's so slow like that. I hope I didn't waste it, but if I'm remembering... My memory tells me that there was no use for that, because I have such a strong impression of that thing sitting in my inventory and, like, waiting around to use it for something, and then never having a use for it. There's a little bit of broken seam there. And once again, disappointment ensues up top. Oh. Drop down. And so I'm going to get my Death to the Undead spell queued up. Where is it? There it is, slot 6. And I still have this invisible floor issue. And so now I can one-shot every skeleton in the game with this spell. Assuming it hits. And assuming I don't get interrupted. So that took a little bit more effort than I thought it should. Death to the Undead. Oh, hello. Let me just fight this guy with my sword. Let me save my mana. This guy's not that tough. Oh, there's another one. And I think there's gonna be a quest, like a side quest later on to come here. I don't remember what all is in here other than that side quest, and I think there might be some cool potions or loot in here, so that's kind of my incentive. Okay, tunnel goes down further that way, and we've also got this path over here. Do we have any skeletons over here? Doesn't look like it. Man, I did not realize for the first several days of this how much of an impact that DX11 mod was. Oh, this is a dead end. How much of an impact that DX11 mod was making. And I really hope the one for Gothic 2 is more stable than this, because I would love to play Gothic 2 with that. Oh, hello. Oh, no, I wanted to turn around, and then my guy somehow turned the other way. want to get a little bit of distance so I can cast this without getting interrupted. Skeleton Scout. That's a kill. Skeleton. See, it's much easier when you can just one-shot them like that. Alright, now I'm out of those weaker healing potions. I can't jump in here. I think that's because the ceiling is too low. Okay, we got numerous branching pathways down here. Let's go left. Take the left turns. Couple of potions. Rice schnapps and a torch. Keep my Death to the Undead equipped because I believe there are plenty more skeletons in here. Alright, this I think has reconnected to the main path. Rice schnapps. Here's a skeleton. Oh, here's several skeletons. Alright, now I'm out of mana. Skeleton warrior. This guy's a little bit beefier. But still, not a very strong fighter. Alright, tell you what. Since they're stuck there, I'm gonna take my time to chug a potion and do this. Alright, I kind of feel like I'm at the bottom of this area now. Oh, here we are. So it's a, this is a skeleton mage who summons skeletons to fight me. And this is a bit of a gamey exploit where I believe you can get infinite XP by letting the skeleton just summon an infinite amount of skeletons, because I don't think it has a mana limit, so I think it'll just summon them infinitely. And I have done that in the past, but I don't really want to. Why can't I get a target on him? It's not letting me target it with my Death to the Undead. Maybe it's not undead, possibly? Alright, so let me just kill these ones and then I'll go smack it with my sword. I don't want to sit here forever and... Oh, he's summoned more of them. I might have to just charge... Oh, come on now. I might have to charge in there and just kill it before it summons... Or while it's summoning. I would very much like to... Oh, what, there's another where did this skeleton behind me come from? Good grief. Alright, let's... Oh. It's not worth using the mana on him. Jeez, where are all these skeletons coming from? Are these being summoned by the mage, or are there more tunnels that I did not explore? Because it kind of looks like they're just coming from behind me. Man, that's... Alright. I might have to just charge in there. Ah, goodness. Alright, death to the undead. Pop that guy. Refresh my mana. Let me go fight the skeleton mage. I mean, it should be undead. He's got a damn... It's a skeleton mage of the Fog Tower. He has a unique name. Yes, so this Chromanin book. This might actually trigger the side quest that I'm thinking about. Let me read that book. Let's see, new journal entry, Chromanin. He who was willing to renounce all depravity and wanders on the path of righteousness shall know where the source of my power lies hidden, so that he might use it to break the chains of this world and prove worthy to receive Chromanin. The wise one sees to having a general overview before he dedicates himself to his next mission. So that second page, that is a riddle about where I can find the next book in this series of Chromanin. So the wise one sees to have a general overview before he dedicates himself to his next mission. So that means that the next book is somewhere from a high vantage point. And I think it might be at the top of the ruined fortress where I met Urshak. I don't know where else I would go to look. Oh, hello. Don't bother following me. Just oh. And this tunnel system just keeps going and going. Okay, what do we have over here? A bunch of nothing. Alright, and then this spits us out in a random cave somewhere. I think maybe the shipwreck with the fire lizards is around the corner from me. Yeah, so the fire lizards are to my left, and I think I can just swim there, but I want to come back in here and double check that there's not anything more interesting that I'm missing. Oh, dead end. Here, this guy's got no health. It's one of the guys I fought earlier that ran off or something. I feel like my game or my screen is jittering ever so slightly while I sprint. I don't know what's causing that. Nice. So that gives me 60 skill points. I needed, what, 30 of them to learn the 4th circle, and I assume that I need 40 to learn the 6th circle. It's been a 5 skill point upgrade for every level up until this point, but I have a suspicion that the last level of the magic training will be a little bit more expensive. And I don't know that I actually want or need that last level, because I'd have to look at the spell list to figure out what spells are there. There's one really awesome spell called Fire Rain that just does a ton of damage in a very wide area of effect. It's like a radius effect around you, and it just makes fire literally rain from the sky, and it is strong enough and covers such a wide area that you can kill just tons of things easily. And so of course I want to get that skill at some point. Alright, back outside. I'm seeing lightning bolts in the water, and they seem really close, but I don't think they are. Alright, so we are gonna have some fire lizards over here, and I might have to run to avoid getting roasted alive, because these things can essentially one-shot me. Fortunately, they don't seem to want to come into the water. How am I doing on mana? I might actually be able to climb this rock. What the hell? My targeting, like, shot it into the ground. See, like there, he shot into the ground. Why is it not aiming correctly? That's really weird, and that's also really frustrating, because that's not something I have any degree of control over. With any sort of ranged combat, you just press and hold the action button to lock onto the target, and then you press forward to shoot. And so I can't manually aim up if the thing is shooting down for some reason. And I also seem to recall that the loot you find here is kind of disappointing. Yeah, like we got beer and wine. Oh, we got more fire lizards. Cool. The XP is like almost more valuable than whatever loot we would get. There's 1,000 fire lizards. I'm gonna try to climb. Nah, I'm not gonna risk it. Please don't light me on fire. Oh, okay. Chugging a lot of mana potions here, and I might have to start buying some. Alright, now I'm going to try to climb these rocks. Oh, that was kind of cool. So I should be safe up here. Now the question is, can I hit the lizards at this range? Alright, alright. And that's the last of my weak mana potion, which I think I'm gonna warp back to the water mages to buy some more of those weaker ones, because it would be kind of a waste to use my more powerful ones right now. So I only have 37 mana, and using one that restores 50 or more would be kind of a waste. Alright. So yeah, I'm not really seeing much. Oh, come on now. Doesn't look like there's anything down there either. And I fell off the beam. So yeah, nothing there. Okay. And in here we have nothing, and up top we also have nothing. We have nothing. So yeah, there's a whole lot of nothing around here, and that's kind of disappointing because it's a cool area. I mean, it's a damn shipwreck on the coast with fire lizards, but there's not. There's a bottle of beer and a bottle of wine, which is not very exciting. All right. So now I want to warp back to the water mages. And buy some mana potions. And in fact, while I'm at it, let me just go ahead and learn the 5th circle of magic.
I am ready to enter the 5th circle.
So be it. I shall teach you the power of the 5th circle. The storm of fire, the wave of ice, and the power to destroy the undead are now spells whose runes you can use. But the mightiest spell of the 5th circle is the Ripple of Death. If you ever possess this rune, you'll have dangerous powers. Be careful to use this kind of magic as little as possible. It's a gift from the god of darkness. You have now learned everything I can teach you. Expose your limits, then you'll recognize your true power.
Ripple of Death. I don't remember that
I'd like to wear the high robe
Whoa.
of water.
The time has come. You are worthy of wearing the high robe of water.
I don't know what I did to earn that.
May you return in one piece.
Might have been liberating the free mine, and I just never came back to check. Alright, so for instance, the high robe of water has the same protection against physical things as the heavy mercenary armor, but it also gives better fire and magic protection. So that's just a straight upgrade.
For the honor.
Let's get that cool music.
I'm injured. Can you heal me?
Through my words I call upon the powers to heal. Your body and spirit shall be well.
Cool.
Show me your...
I want to buy a couple of your cheap potions, sir. I'll just keep selling them weapons. Heavy crossbow that I'm never gonna use. Army bow, probably not. Light crossbow. Yeah, crossbows are kind of boring, but whatever, I'll keep one. Oh, that brings me up to way more than I needed. Whatever. Alright. So now I gotta go get that horn, or that tusk from the Shadow Beast. So that'll be a really quick trip. Come to think of it, Satyrus mentioned that he had taught me all he knows, which I think means that Zardus is the only one who can teach me the 6th circle of magic. And that he might be the one with the Ripple of Death spell that I don't ever recall using. I don't know what the hell Ripple of Death is, but it sounds awesome. It might just be like an AoE death to undead thing. Alright, so now here's these rice fields. So I kind of feel like I might have... It's possible I might have deactivated both mods just by changing that one render file. Because... like, these are supposed to be water, and it's just kind of like a flat, boring texture, and I don't know if DX11 would do that or not. I should have gone left. Oh well. Okay, and so here's the forest with the textures. So I'm gonna back up a little bit, and then I'm just gonna sprint straight into it so you can kind of see what it looks like from a distance and how it changes. So you see like a lot of trees seemingly in the distance, and then as I run closer, when it works right, it's like it's almost seamless. I mean, like, if you know what you're looking for, then obviously you realize, hey, there's a thing happening. But it's, like I say, it's just a cool effect. A cool effect for its time that works well in the context of this game's rendering system. Alright, now we're gonna try to fight this troll without using a shrink spell. Hopefully I can do this. I just realized once I got here that I didn't have one, and that's how you do it normally, but there is kind of a exploity sort of way to fight these things. Oh, and I did not pop a potion. So this guy's turn speed is so slow that you can just strafe behind him and just keep slashing him in the butt constantly. Oh, assuming that you don't screw up your control system. Now, unfortunately, my sword is not really doing any damage to him. I would figure with a critical hit I could knock off a chunk, but I'm not getting crits. And I feel like by now I should have triggered a crit. I've hit him enough times. Did he hit me? I think he might have. Yeah, okay, so normally he's supposed to knock you back like that. And I might have had the chance to stand up there, but I didn't. Okay, so I might have to run back to... might have to warp back to a camp somewhere to get a spell for that. A shrink spell, because... I don't know that I have enough output here to fight him. Okay, I'm gonna try summoning skeletons. Oh wait, I want ball lightning equipped. I wanted to unequip ice block. No, let me unequip death to undead, because I know I'm not gonna be using that. Okay, let me also equip summon skeletons. Take some potions. Alright. So these skeletons will help to distract him a little bit. I don't think they're going to do enough damage to actually hurt him. But by having some skeletons, they'll distract him and maybe they'll be able to do at least some damage. So I'm going to start off with a ball lightning, and I'm going to hit my own damn skeleton. So maybe this wasn't a good idea. Oh god. See, like, I'm just hitting my own skeleton right now. That was a bad idea. Alright, I want to just ice block the troll. I think I got it, but I don't know. He's still kind of moving. And once again, I'm only really hitting my skeletons. And I think this is also going to hit AoE on my skellies. Yeah, this is not looking good. I think I'm going to have to port back somewhere and get some shrink spells. Let me see what Zardus has. I'm a little surprised that I'm not doing enough damage to really knock it out. I guess if I had more mana, I could just constantly spam Firestorm at him. What's he got? Summon Demon. Oh, that'll do a lot, actually. Summon Golem. Shrink Monster. Cool. So he's got a variety of things that I can use. Summoning demons really powerful because those demons are super strong, and if I were to summon a demon, that might actually be enough to just kill the troll on its own. I just gotta decide how to do this. Ah, screw it. Let me just sell more bolts. Alright. So now again, warp back to the Magicians of Water and then sprint over to the troll. Let me also go ahead and just pop my Raven Herb to replenish my mana. Get my light spell. Alright, let's start running. Gotta remember to go this way for a little bit of a shortcut. I'm sorry, I'm kind of looking at my phone right now. Not paying too much attention to the game. Oh, there's a shadow beast in here. Let me fight that. I'm gonna hit him with ice block, and then I'm gonna firestorm him. If I can get the target on him. So the ice block didn't do any damage, but firestorm sure did. Horn of a shadow beast, nice. I think there's... Any more wolves? So I don't know if that shadow beast was there from the beginning, but these guys over here, Drax and Radford, they tell you don't go into the forest, and that shadow beast is a prime reason. Well, there's also the snappers over along this cliffside, so it's just a great feeling in the beginning of the game when you're like, yeah, I'm the hero, I'm gonna go kill stuff, I'm gonna go into the woods. What's that? Don't go into the woods, it's dangerous? Oh yeah, you want me to go into the woods. And then you go in the woods and there's just really tough enemies there that murder you. And there's, speaking of murder, there's this camp over to the right with the bandits in it. I might be able to take them on now, but I'm still not totally confident, so I'm gonna continue ignoring that. This is my shrink monster spell, but I gotta unequip something. Ice block was doing like not a lot the last time I tried this. Alright. Let me do shrink monster on the troll. Chug a potion, and then firestorm him. Can I get a target on him? Jeez, why do I have to be that close to target him? Alright, I am gonna have to summon skeletons, it looks like. Yo, he's about to punch me. Come on, skeletons. Oh, okay. That took forever, but I did get them summoned. Oh, and he's coming back for me? Ah! No, go after the skeletons. Alright, shrink monster. See, that's what it was supposed to do when I did this quest with Diego. It did not shrink down nearly that much when I fought it with Diego. Alright, cool. So that's that. And I think at that point, or at this point, all I really need to do is take all that back to the orc in the free mine. Wait a minute. Yeah, screw it, let's do it. I was suddenly remembering that the Chromanin quest with that book. I think I'll go I'll go get the Ulu Mulu before I work on that. Take a nap here to restore health and get us back into daylight. Actually, you know what? Now that now that I uninstalled that DX11 mod, or deactivated it, maybe I won't get rain when I sleep till morning. And maybe saving in the rain won't be an issue. I think it might still be raining. Yep, okay. So it is raining all the time now, apparently, but this is what rain looks like without the DX11. So with DX11 turned on, with that graphical setting, it severely reduced visibility. And this one doesn't really do that at all. Like I say, I think it's fine to save in the rain now that I don't have the DX11 activated, but just to be a little bit safe, let me go sleep until midday and try to get rid of that rain. And we're in the clear. Alright.